Hey everybody, welcome to Navi-Gators. My name is Pete, this is my channel. Today I have to change my oil on my two Navis. I have my Navi and my wife's Navi over there. Usually my son rides that more than my wife does. But anyway, got to change the oil, simple process. Doesn't take very long. So the first thing you got to do is you got to loosen the dipstick here. So then you take your 12mm socket. Birds. If you can, loosen this up. There we go. All right, also bought one of the gold plugs. So you can see if there's any shavings on here, and there is not, which is a good sign. So it all looks good there. We'll put that aside while this drains. First, I live in Florida and it's so hot. It's like 90 degrees outside. It's 10 in the morning. The humidity's 1 billion. It's so bad. While this drains, I've always loved motorcycles, but I live in Florida, and drivers here are crazy because half of them, come from other countries, and they don't, they're driving cars that aren't theirs, they're rentals, they don't know the traffic laws. Some of them are even driving on this side of the road for the first time. So, a little dangerous out there. But when the Navis came out, I mean, this is what I want to do. This is the type of motorcycle I like. I know a lot of people use these for entry-level bikes, and that's cool. I mean, most people own a Navi for about 6 months, honestly. I did a poll on one of the Facebook groups, and about 25% of the people actually use a Navi for their primary source of transportation, which is awesome. I use this for relaxation. I like to ride around and check out cities. I love like history, and so I like to ride around and enjoy myself and relax. And it's funny because I know myself, and I need accountability, or else I would never make time for relaxation. So that's the reason I started the Navi-Gators channel, and then started riding around locally, and I'm trying to expand my reach. Okay, looks like we have drained here. Let's go ahead and clean things up. Use these, these paper towels that don't leave any residual. I'll just go ahead and clean that up and put this back on. It is so hot. It's like 1 billion degrees outside. 1 billion. All right, it's nice and tight. Now we want to go to the other side of the bike, and we want to take out the screen so we can clean that out, see if there's any debris in there. Okay, now we're on the other side of the Navi, and we're going to go down and remove this filter here. So now we're going to take our 17mm socket, and we're going to go ahead and take out this screen. The screen is like tubular in shape, has a spring on it to hold it in, and it has a gasket around it. So we want to take it out, make sure there's no debris in there, clean it up with one of these handy dandy towels, and then put it back. And then we'll put in the oil. Why won't you fit in there easier? This cabling here is getting in the way, so I'm going to try using just a longer connector here. Much better. All right. Go ahead and clean it off. You can see the gasket around there. It's in good shape. There's no divots or cuts or anything that shows it's perishing. Now we take out the spring, and now the filter. And here's the little filter. Looks good, does not appear to have any major debris in it. This thing reminds me of a VW Bug. I used to have a VW Bug, a VW Thing, and their filters were like this except flat. 4 bolts to take the engine out. To change the filter, really you just took it, unscrewed it, do what I'm doing here, wipe it off, put it back in. It's crazy. But this is going to go back in where, put this in with the spring, and you're going to push this in all at the same time. Now we have to go back around to put in the oil. Okay, we're back on the other side of the Navi, and the oil you should use is Honda's 4-stroke motorcycle oil, GN4. This is 10W30. This is the right motor oil. Recommend you buy this in the gallon jug because it's a lot cheaper. Now the weird thing about Navis is that you don't put in a full quart, you put in 800 milliliters, or about 27 ounces out of a 32 in a quart. So what is cool is I found this at Lowe's, and it has on one side milliliters, and I actually measured, and the very top of this lip is 800. So if I fill this to the top of this lip right here, it should be 800 milliliters. Perfecto. Okay, now we're going to take our funnel, slide it into this slot here. We're going to pour this in ever so slowly so as not to overflow. All right, that looks like that is done. All right, we're going to wipe this dipstick off and put it in here and see if we have enough. Tighten it up. Let it sit for a second, take it off. And it looks good. All right, so we are good to go. One down, one to go. Anyway, so I wanted to thank you. I wanted to show you how to change your oil real quick. I know there's plenty of videos out there, but as a Navi-Gator, I had to do it myself. But if you have any suggestions about anything you want to see on the channel, let me know. You know, if I can do it, I will. One Navi down, one more to go. I'll see you guys later.